you distinguished guests who are here, the country and indeed the world, the current status of the cumulative returns of the results of the presidential elections. Therefore, take the honor to invite the Lord Chair. Lord Chair, we have some guests who came in from the last time you were here. So I'm sure they are here. You will welcome them and give us an update on the results. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I have the honor to recognize and welcome His Excellency, the head of the European Union delegation, the High Commissioner of Tanzania, the Ambassador of South Sudan, the Charge d'Affaires of Equatorial Guinea, the representative of the British High Commission, and a representative of our sister body, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission of Kenya, representatives of political parties, members of the Interreligious Council, representatives of civil society organizations, members of the National Organizing Committee, and all of you distinguished guests. The Commission is here to present its fifth reading of the provisional results of the presidential elections that were conducted yesterday. Registered number of voters, 18,103,603. Total number of polling stations across the country, 34,684. Total number of polling stations from which results have been received so far, 17,042. This represents 49.14% of the total polling stations. These are the returns or the statistics per candidate. Amriat Oboy Patrick, 202,605 votes, representing 4.11% of valid votes cast for candidates. Kabuleta Kiza Joseph, 25,378, which amounts to 0.51%. Kalembe Nancy Linda, 22,182, representing 0.45%. Katumba John, 17,770, representing 0.36%. Kyagulanyi Sentam Robert, 1,445,805, representing 29.34%. Mao Nobat, 39,339, representing 0.80%. Mayambala Wile, 9,243, which amounts to 0.19%. Mugisha Muntu Greg, 32,339, representing 0.66%. Tumukundu Henry Kakurugu, 28,098, representing 0.57%. Yoweri Museveni Tihaburwa Kaguta, 3,091,725, representing 62.74%. Valid votes so far, 4,928,118. Invalid votes, 197,585, representing 3.85 of total votes cast. Total votes, 5,125,703, which amounts to 28.31% of registered voters. Spoiled votes, 13,285. Once again, we remind ourselves that this is a these are cumulative statistics per candidate. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me. Our next presentation or reading will be at 9 p.m. tonight. 9 p.m. tonight.
Thank you, Lord Chair, for the reading of the provisional results. And like you had indicated, Lord Chair, after the fourth reading, that we will take some questions from members of the press. We now welcome members of the media to raise some issues that you may want the Commission to help clarify and understand the questions that you may have concerning the exercise that is going on right here. And we'll take 5 questions. Thank you.
There is a question there.
Huh?
I'm called Diajan. Just a question. You had said in an earlier briefing that the internet is in no way interrupting the process that is happening here. And we just wanted to know exactly how is the transmission of results being done all the way from the polling stations to the district up to here?
Thank you so much, Lord Chair. My name is Vincent Chisiriko from Radio 1 and Akabo Skubiri. So I'm asking for your enlightenment on how spread the results, the polling stations, from which results are picked are spread. Maybe on a regional and the district basis, you could tell us that we've gotten this proportion of this far at a regional basis so that we can get a context of how spread these results are as of now. Thank you, sir.
Patience Imbisiwe, I work with the Nation Media Group. We would like to know how these results, whether these results are randomly chosen or they have been selectively chosen, and to what extent. And then, to reiterate what dear Jan has said, we want to know how exactly these results are reaching your national center, since the internet has been cut down countrywide. And then the declaration forms for these results that you have declared, how have all the agents signed for all the candidates? Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Damali Muhaya from Nation Media Group. We would like to know the delays. What is causing the delays in the submission of votes from the urban centers? If you look at some of the polling stations or districts that have so far
submitted their votes. We find that Kampala, Mbale, Budadli, and other major cities and districts and cities are missing. If you look at some that have so far submitted, like Mukono, Jinja, you find that only 2 polling stations or 1 out of those are submitted. So we would like to know what is causing that delay, the fact that Kampala and others are just near us. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Andrew Chiamagiro from NTV. Chairman, I have information that one of your candidates, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu's home, has been surrounded by security, to be exact, the army. Given that he's still under your jurisdiction, is this part of your security detail to make sure that he's safe and sound? Or do you know what is going on and how safe is he? Thank you.
That was our last question, Lord Chair. The Commission is now welcome to respond to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, members of the press, for those questions. Now, I have not been briefed by security that they have decided to surround candidate Kyagulanyi's home. So really, I'm not competent to give reasons accounting for the act or the action of security. But since they're in our midst, you could quietly ask them, and they tell you what the reason is. Now, on internet, in our preparations, I think we recognize that the usual internet could have or develop or have issues, so we do not want to take chances. And we designed our own system of transmitting these results. This is something technical really which I cannot explain sufficiently for you to appreciate. But one thing I would like you to know is that we have our own system by which we are transmitting these results. So we do not have any problem with that. And that's why we said the internet shutdown is not at all impinging or hindering our transmission process. And that's why we are able to announce to you the results as they come in. And as I've said, so far, I think we have attained about 50% of the results across the country which we have received. Now, we are not selectively picking on the results that are being transmitted. I think these results are what I know is that results are transmitted from the various points or returning district tally centers across the country, as and when they are ready or received by the district tally center. This morning I was in touch with some of our tally centers, and they too were continuing with the process of receiving the results for preparation for transmission to this tally center. So it's not selective, to now pick out this one, we leave the other one. No. Once they are ready and this study center transmits them, then we aggregate them and announce them to the public. Now, so in that regard, therefore, I may not be able to give you the breakdown that these ones are coming or have come from this polling station in this area, or this district. We may not be able to give you those details right now. Now, DR forms, yes, as I indicated, the first publicity of the polling stations or announcement of the results of the electoral outcome at every polling station is the declaration of results form, which is filled or prepared after counting of the ballot papers. And the presiding officer appends his or her signature together with the candidates, the agents of the candidates who are present at that polling station. But we have seen in practice, at times the agents decline to sign these forms for reasons known to themselves. Either they are not satisfied or whatever it is, but that does not in law stop the process of validating those results, because it's optional. If the agent wants to sign, he or she signs. Now, if they do not sign, that does not invalidate the results from that polling station. So I cannot, therefore, conclusively say that all the declaration of results forms were signed by the agents of the candidates. And most importantly, some candidates don't even have agents at those polling stations, at some polling stations. They don't. But if a candidate who has the right under the law to appoint agents per polling station chooses not to do so, again, the absence of agents of a particular candidate does not invalidate the outcome at that polling station, provided the agents present sign and the presiding officer also signs, and everything is well captured on that DR form. What is causing delays from the urban centers? I am not aware that there is a delay. I'm not aware there is a delay. Therefore, I cannot really answer in the affirmative that yes, there is a delay or there is no delay. But probably this is something that I need to investigate. Is there a delay from the urban centers or not? Have we received any results from urban centers, from no single urban center so far as we speak now? In the results that we have been announcing since last night, is it true or correct that no single urban center no results have been submitted from any single urban center in the country? Because my understanding of an urban center is all towns, if that's how I understand it. So I will need to interrogate this, that in the results that we have announced so far, no single result has come from an urban center. And probably at the next hearing, can I promise that I will tell you what my findings are. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet at 9 p.m.
Thank you, Lord Chair and members of the Commission, for the fifth reading, and we look forward to receiving other updates at 9 p.m. And thank you for your patience, our audiences both at home on television, and those of you who have made it here, for being patient and carrying on with the process. We thank you, our tele team, for the great work you're doing, and keep doing a great work. We're looking up to you guys. Thanks, and keep it up.